Hi guys, so today I'm back for another flip phone review. So this time it's going to be the Sharp AQUOS A205SH, and I got it in black. So I have this sticker here. It's a rabbit. Is it a rabbit? It's a puffy sticker. I probably said this before in my previous videos, but I actually wanted to get the white one, but the seller didn't have it. And so I ended up with this because it was kind of hard to find. Because I'm trying to remember if I got this from Facebook Market or Shopee. I'm gonna have to check, but I'll link it down below if I find it, if it's from Shopee. Anyways, this is what it looks like. Let me just swipe it down. It's actually pretty good. Like, it's sleek. And you don't have to worry about the phone yellowing or something or getting dirty. It's easy to clean. So at the front you get a screen, and this one can show the time, the date, the battery percentage. Also, I have it on airplane mode, but it would actually show you the signal strength. And then you can click this button right here to change the view or to toggle between different ones. So this one just has the time. This one has the time, the battery, and the cellular strength. And then this one has the date. And then this is the time. And then apparently this is for the speedometer, but I don't really use it. So I typically use this display or this view here. So on the side you have a hole for charms, which I really love, of course. And then the back, it doesn't have flash anymore, and I also don't see any infrared anymore, unlike the old ones. For example, this one from Kyocera, it has infrared and then a flash. This one doesn't have any of those. Maybe it does, I just don't know where it is. I can't see it. And then on this side, nothing but a button for changing to matter mode, which I think it silences your phone. And then it also works as a toggle for the front display. And then this phone has USB Type-C, so it's easy to find chargers for this. Not that it's hard to find chargers for micro USB phones, but usually phones these days, they come with Type-C, so you can just use whatever you have lying around. Now let's open her. What's going on? What's going on? Anyways, so this is the keypad. I really love Sharp's keypads on their flip phones. It feels different. The ones on, well, it's hard to say, but the ones on Kyocera look like this. They look similar. Usually with the Kyocera phones, with the newer models, they have this square D-pad, and then the buttons are kind of, well, it's not stiff, but it just requires a bit more effort when pressing the keys. I mean, not that much. It's hard to explain really, but the typing on Sharp phones, it's just different. Maybe you could tell if I click. So let me just put that aside for now. So yeah, you get the standard T9 style buttons, your answer key, back key, power button, exit key or end call key, camera, browser, mail, And then you have this shortcut button as well. And then you get the D-pad and then the selector. This is like the select key. And then this is the screen, about 3.4 inches. And it looks a little bit bluer right now, but in person, it's really not. This is a lot warmer in color in person compared to what you're seeing on the screen right now. I don't know how to correct that, but yeah, just keep in mind this is a lot warmer in person. For the stock launcher, so you get an option to select or to choose 3 different apps. It's called Quick Start, I think. It's app shortcuts. So it says here 1, 2, 3. So this actually corresponds to the buttons here at the bottom. So for example, if I click this, if I press this, it's gonna take me to Notes or Notepad. And if I click this, it's gonna take me to WhatsApp. This one would take me to Messenger. So you can select any app that you want, or you can just not do that if you don't feel like doing it. So this is the home screen. It's very limited when it comes to customization. So a lot of people would install third-party apps like Launcher, Microsoft Launcher, Microsoft Launcher, and then there's also like popular ones called Niagara Launcher. I think those are some of the more popular ones when it comes to flip phones. And this is the app drawer. It doesn't really give you a lot of options, and again, the screen has a blue tint, but it's not like that in person. It looks normal in person. It's warmer in color. So go into the settings. So you have option to change the standby display. So you can change the wallpaper from here. You can also change the clock display. So this is what we have currently. So it shows you the date, and then it has the clock here. But it does give you options to change the clock. So you can change it to world clock, for example, and then you can change the position. Let's try this. So now it looks like this. And then you also have the option to show the oh, it's speedometer. I think I said speedometer earlier, whatever. And then calendar display. I don't have this on, but if you do have it on, it's gonna look like this. So it's just gonna show you the calendar here. I wish I could show you what the screen color is in real life. I can't figure out how to correct it, but yeah. So you have these settings in case you want to know what kind of settings you get. So veil view is just kind of like if you turn this on and then say you're outside using your phone, it makes it hard for other people to see what's on your screen. So it has this pattern here, if you can tell. You can change the pattern if you want. I don't know if you can tell from the video. So I changed the pattern, and then you can make it so that the pattern is more visible, but you get less visibility of the screen. So I'm just gonna turn that off. This one, I think it just makes everything big, so I'm not gonna go into that. And then you have the sub display option. You can change how long it shows the time and dates on the sub display. And then it also displays the caller ID and then the light. So that's the settings for wallpaper display. And then we have fonts. So you can change the size. So there are two different ones. So one is for the mail specifically, and then the other one is like general for the entire phone system. And then this one that I have, I don't know if other phones comes with a lot more font options, but this one only has two. So you get Morisawa and then Noto-san's font. Sounds. So there's a lot of I don't know why it says off. Go to standard. Oops. So I think this is the manner mode is what they call it. It puts your phone in silent mode. And then volume, ringtones, other sounds. So sound when charging, haptic feedback. If I turn this off, you can still hear the key press. But I like having it on, so I'll keep it on. Battery. So you have the option to do power saving mode. You can have it turn on automatically once it hits a certain battery level, or you can just turn it on manually if you want. And then for the battery icon here at the upper right corner, you also have the option to show how many battery is left. So now it shows 66%, or you can just choose show remaining battery percent temporarily. So how that works is that, as you can see right now, it just shows you the battery icon. It doesn't show you the percentage. But if you close the phone and then open it again, it's going to show you right here for a bit, and then it's going to go away. And then Wi-Fi settings, Bluetooth. Yes, it works with Bluetooth headphones, but probably not for all Bluetooth headphones. I've tried this with Galaxy Buds Live and it works. It doesn't crackle or anything. It sounds pretty good, but I don't know about others. I've heard there are like some problems with Sony headphones, so just keep that in mind. So quick start key. So I was talking about this earlier. You can edit this. You can either use it to make messages directly, contacts, calls, or features, app list. So you have the option to do that. Security, data transfer, if you want to reset your phone, network settings, and then you got other settings. So it just shows you time, storage, languages. If you're wondering, it only has 2 language options. So you have Japanese and English. Accounts, about phone, keyboard, accessibility, and then obviously you have developer options on. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to sideload apps. And then, yeah, that's about it for the settings. And then you get regular apps like the mail, serves as your mail / SMS app. And then you have the browser, you have a calendar, calculator, camera. By the way, the camera on this is not bad, I think, for a flip phone. Let me... Alright, let's try that. Let me show you. It looks bad because my phone is not focusing, but it's pretty decent. Nothing crazy or anything like that, but good enough. You get alarm, and then tools. Get your notepad, timer, stopwatch, word clock, voice recorder, pedometer, and then other applications. This is where your downloaded applications will be. So you can click that, and then I'm clicking this side or right button to go here under download, and then now you can see the apps that I have downloaded. I have Apple Music, Aurora Store. Click is the app that I use to, well, actually no, I'm not using this right now. I'm using this for my other phones. I use this as a key mapper. For some reason it's kind of finicky using it with the Sharp phone, but it works well in my Kyocera phones. So in this phone I have key mapper instead. So for Japanese flip phones, I don't know why, but they don't really have volume buttons. And so as a workaround, I have set this to change the volume. When I click it once, it's gonna increase the volume. And if I long press this, it's gonna decrease the volume. So I have it set up like that. And then Gbox, I'm trying to make Google service, well, not Google services, but I wanted to have access to cloud messaging, like how it is with app called Micro G. If you have that turned on, you basically get notifications real time, because for some flip phone owners out there, they probably know that when you get notifications, for example, in your Messenger app, Discord, or WhatsApp, it doesn't really show up right away. There's a bit of a delay unless you have the app opened. And so if you have Micro G or Gbox installed, you can have the cloud messaging feature turned on, and that should let you get the notifications faster. So far, I don't know why, but this particular phone that I have doesn't work with either the Gbox app or Micro G. So we'll see. I have Instagram, key mapper, I showed you earlier, and then Maptivity. So this phone doesn't have a built-in cursor, which is, I don't know what they're thinking, but it doesn't have anything that you can control like right out of the box. You have to install a third-party cursor app just so you can actually use your applications. So for example, Instagram. I'm just gonna load it. I can't remember if I logged in. Probably not. Okay, I did not. Maybe Apple Music then. So I just wanted to show you what it's like if you don't have a cursor or a pointer app installed. So if you're just using your cursor, like, well, not cursor, like the D-pad, you can kind of see it. You see that this one is highlighted, but it's hard to, like, you can't just like go from here to here. You have to keep scrolling down until it reaches like the bottom part of the page. Very inconvenient, and it doesn't work all the time. So you need a third-party pointer app, and what I have is called Maptivity, and I have the trigger set to the call button so that when I click this once, it's gonna show up. So now I have a mouse that I can move around, and then if I click it again, it's gonna turn into scroll mode, so that lets me scroll like this, and then clicking it again would disable it. And then I have Messenger, Niagara Launcher, Reddit, Webtoon, WhatsApp, and that's pretty much all I have. And that's gonna be similar with the other phones. So I usually just have these apps. Oh, and if you want to know how Aurora Store looks like, so this is your alternative to Google Play Store. So again, I have to turn on the matte activity. So this is what it looks like. It shows you like apps. And then you can also do search function. So for example, if you want to install, say Discord, you can just search it here and then you can install from here. But I don't want to do Discord on this phone, so I'm not going to do that. And then if you want to access the recent apps, you can just press and hold this quick start button here. And it shows you this. So these are the apps that we opened recently. And you can just delete. Let me pad. Okay, so delete all. Okay, what else can I show you? Some photos that I took. my dogs. Yeah, it's not a bad camera. I think one of the better ones out there when it comes to Japanese flip phones. And then pictures, I just have some pictures that I use for wallpaper. I have quite a bit. And then, oh, music. I don't really have a lot, but open with. Okay, so I don't have an app to open this. All right, I don't really use those things, by the way. And then services, I think this is just like a lot of bloatware, disaster message, emergency alerts. It doesn't work unless you're in Japan, I guess, but I don't really mind. So yeah, I think that's all I can show you. This is like the most basic setup that I have. I don't really have a lot of apps here. I like that the keypad is so nice to type on, and it's so sleek. It's a perfect size for me, and so far I've been enjoying this phone. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you.